We start tonight with the ripple effects of President Trump's crackdown on immigration, starting to reach North Carolina now. The Mexican consulate in Raleigh was packed today. Hundreds of people showing up or calling in to check on their documentation and making sure it's in order. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Ashley Rowe. The new administration's policies have also reached Wake County schools. Today, the district's sending out guidance to its principals. WRAL's Aaron Thomas joining us now live at Athens Drive High School. Aaron, schools are no longer protected from immigration enforcement. So walk us through the guidance that the district passed down today.
Yeah, that's correct, Ashley. So in my hand, I'm holding this 7-page document of the guidance that was directed towards all the principals involved in Wake County schools. In a nutshell, it basically tells them that they have the right to deny access to any ICE agent that arrives here on school grounds unless they have a judicial warrant. It also tells them to not attempt to block any ICE agents from doing their jobs.
Do students have any protections?
So Wake Schools was referring to a 1980s Supreme Court of the United States ruling that basically says that all students have the right to obtain an education in the United States at public schools regardless of their immigration status. They also add that they would not ask a student at any time their immigration status or provide this information to an immigration official on grounds unless they had a subpoena. As you can imagine, there's a lot of fears amongst students and their families because the Trump administration recently rescinded a policy from 2011 from the Department of Homeland Security that deemed places like schools as well as churches as safe zones.
Okay, so this new guidance has gone out. I'm curious, how are advocacy groups reacting to this guidance?
Yeah, so we had the chance to speak with one group. They're the Education Justice Alliance. And in a nutshell, they say one of their policies, or one of their goals rather, is to break down the school to prison and school to deportation pipeline. We actually shared this policy with them today just to get their response. And one of the spokespeople were saying that they wish that the state's largest school district took a stronger stance rather than saying something that sounds procedural. Take a listen.
We believe as an organization that all children deserve to learn in an environment where they feel safe and they feel supported. And a failure to make that explicit sends a message to undocumented students and their families that they are not a priority. And that's simply unacceptable.
Now, Wake Schools adds, and they shared with families today online saying that they want to comply with all federal and state laws and ensure that these schools are indeed safe spaces. They go on to say that there's no cases that they're aware of in which an immigration official arrived on school grounds unannounced.
Aaron, this is going to be something that we continue to follow, no doubt. Thank you.